What's going on, peeps? Welcome to another market strip down session. We can see last week's here. Realistically, it doesn't get more spot on than that. From market open, which was here, I think. No, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Here. Well, market open here, push down 200 pips to the entry point, and then from there 700 plus pip push up, because left about 70 down and then another 20 going up. So I mean, in total the move from bottom to top was 800 pips, but from the entry point it's called 700, or even to market close 600, 615, 620. Let's take a look at the higher time frames and see how everything's unfolding. I think it stays the same, to be honest with you, because I also realized when I finished doing this analysis last week that I did it on the 4-hour, which means that the play was going to take a little bit longer to play out. I didn't realize until afterwards. I'm not sure why this isn't loading. Let's wait a second here and see if this loads. No, you don't want to load. Alright, let's do it on the daily. I mean, yeah, on 4-hour daily, all the same, really. We can even use the 1 hour. I think there's a chance that we break through these lows over here and we go to these next ones. Sorry, highs. Well, I mean lows from this area, but highs in regards to where price is now, since we're underneath. We could use it as resistance like I drew here. Because of where we closed the week, I think we could extend up to that next level. What is that? Another 150 pips. 28.85. 29.10. No, 250 pips, right? Yeah, 250 pips. I think that we could extend up to that level. We could also get rejected at this level. So I mean, those are the two things to really look for. None of this analysis really changes, in my opinion. I don't think anything changes. I think we just have a continuation of this play. Because like I said, I don't know why the 4-hour is not loading, but I know I did this analysis on the 4-hour, and I wish it would load, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. And yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I need to close the whole platform and reopen it, but we're not going to do that right now. Yeah, I mean, nothing really changes. Possible rejection here. Possible rejection as well at this level, which I wasn't really looking at when I did it, because like I said, I wasn't aware in that moment that I did it on the 4-hour. I was I thought for some reason I was on the 1-hour chart, but the 4-hour chart just means it's going to take a little bit longer to play out. So we have the first move, the second move, the initial move down, the second move up. Now we wait to see if we get rejected at the 28.84, 28.85. If not, we look for 29.8, 29.11, somewhere in there. And as long as we see upper wicks and rejection and candles holding below this level, obviously on the 1 hour and 4 hour, the daily works as well. But I mean, if you're waiting for a daily close, you're potentially going to miss out on a better entry. So I'd be looking 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour for candle closes below one of these two levels, consecutive candles, not just one close and then you take a sell. I'm going to be looking for multiple 30 minutes, multiple 1 hours, and maybe 1 or 2 4-hour candles holding below these levels, closing below, rejecting, pushing through, rejecting, and closing below them. And then we target these lows, and inversely, like we had drawn out last week, that we break above it, use it as support, and then continue back up to these highs from about a month ago now, just under a month. No, yeah, a month ago, the 13th. And then potentially break through that and new all-time highs. But I think that I think we're gonna have the sells down. I think we'll have the sells down. I think we have a nice upper wick now formed on the monthly. I think that this can fold over, and maybe it doesn't fold over completely. Maybe it does. It comes down to here, and then the last week we come back up and we close above these levels again. You know what I mean? So I would definitely, if we find structure in through here, if it comes down to here, obviously, if we find structure in through here, I'll obviously be taking buys when that time becomes relevant. But yeah, I don't see anything different than what we have drawn out. So I hope you enjoyed this. Nice to see how spot on last week's was, for a total of almost 1,000 pips between going down and then the push up. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Wishing you an abundant, blessed, and amazing week ahead. God bless. Take care. Bye bye.